We're in the best climbing destination in the country, and we have the greatest variety of climbing in the United States within a 50-mile radius of St. George. There's no lack of opportunities. If people are going to learn to climb, most people learn to climb by going out with a friend and being taught a little bit. Typically that's enough to get them hurt when they go out without that friend. So it's really important that they learn how to do this correctly and take a comprehensive course of instruction, because this is a very controlled environment. This is, we've got big pads and stuff for people to fall on. Outdoors it's not controlled. Outdoors you're going to hit the ground, and the ground isn't padded. So it's important for people to get some kind of formal, comprehensive instruction before they go climbing outdoors.
I honestly believe that it's not that expensive a pursuit, because I look back to when I was a kid and I wasn't rock climbing. Some of the sports I was involved in, even at the school level, as far as curriculum at school, uniforms, proper cleats, helmets, padding, etc. The expense was, at that time, of course, different.
We do rent climbing shoes for $7 a day if they didn't have the money to buy a pair of shoes. Our least expensive pair is this Tarantula. It's only $80. It's by La Sportiva, so it's a great shoe. You would need that. Typically a harness if you're going to go sport climbing. A lot of people have the gear to go, so all you need is shoes and a harness. That'll run you about $50. And then just a chalk bag and some chalk, in my opinion, to get started. And you could even go up to Dixie Rock or Pioneer Park and get started up there with just a pair of shoes.
Climbing is nowhere near as expensive as skiing or mountain biking. Just to sit on a mountain bike is a couple $1,000s. To go rock climbing, gear-wise, it's really under about $400. And if you're going to go climbing with a partner that already has a rope, the really entry level is probably about $100 or $150. Shoes, harness, chalk bag, chalk. That's it. So it's actually, there are so many dirt bags involved in climbing, it couldn't be an expensive sport.
Just be really safe with it, because you can get hurt. There's tendon injuries. Don't jump into it too fast. Don't overexert yourself. And also that it is easy to get into. There's plenty of places around town. There's climbing gyms, a few climbing walls around town that you could go get a few lessons if you needed to.
When you're climbing, you always want to climb with somebody that's maybe marginally better than you, if possible, so that you can sort of copy their techniques and their body positions and their footwork and their training regimens, so that you can get better.
The respect for the land, and if an area is closed, I think people need to understand that and respect that. Or when they're climbing, it's just like backpacking and leave no trace. When you backpack in, you pack out more than you brought in. If you see garbage, pick it up.
People need to know from A, how the rope works, to Z, how to get back down from the top of the route and set up the anchor and all the rest of it. There's a vast amount of comprehensive technical knowledge involved in going out and climbing safely. Most climbers here locally will look at a bolt and think, oh, it's a bolt, it's good. They don't know how long that bolt is, they don't know what size it is, they don't know who put it in, they don't know how old it is, they don't know if it's the right kind of bolt for climbing. There's a lot of variables that go on with all kinds of different aspects of climbing. So it would depend on what discipline of climbing that you're pursuing, but just covering the basics is, you need to be comprehensively trained to be able to do it safely.
Well, safety is obviously a big issue. There's devices you need to learn how to use if you're going to be climbing with equipment like ropes and quick draws. You need to know how to use those. We could always show you, but we do recommend that you just go with people who know what they're doing.
Just that they live in the best place in the world to be a climber. I mean, 300 days of sunshine, 50 areas within a 50-mile radius. There's no better place to pursue climbing. And now we have a place to climb when it's cold and rainy outside. that's a pretty good deal. So I think that everybody that I've known that has left here to go climbing elsewhere, most of them either come back or wish that they could come back because the climbing is so good here.